Hi everyone, I'm Fyruz Khan and I am back again. This is my fourth and last class for today. Wednesday is a very busy day for me. But yes, today I have IELTS reading session 3. So we've done 2 sessions before, and today is the third reading session, and we are going to start with it. I'll just wait for my students to join, and we will start as soon as everyone's here. So please be patient with us. Okay, if you're here, if my students are here, just type yes so that I know you're here. Okay, so that I know you're here. Just type yes if you can see me, if you can hear me. Okay, right? If you're here, just type yes. We will start the class as soon as possible. Okay, so let's start. I think everyone's here. So IELTS reading session 3. I'll just zoom this a little bit. So I'll recap. There are different questions in reading. You have multiple choice question, which we've already finished. We have short answers, which we'll do. We have summary and sentence completion. So today we'll do summary and sentence completion. We already did matching headings to paragraph. We also did objective type of question, which is yes, no, not given, true, false, not given. And then we have classification, matching causes and effects, selecting factors and phrases, and diagram questions. Okay. The first six questions are the most common ones that we know. Right. Okay. So today we are going to do, right now we are going to do summary and sentence completion. We're going to start with sentence completion. Okay. So let's go. So let's zoom this out a little bit. I hope everyone can see this properly. Let me expand. Okay. Right. If my students are here, just type yes so that I know you're here and you're watching the live class, right? Okay. So sentence completion, it has a sentence, and you're asked to complete the sentence in a certain number of words. It's usually 1 word, 2 words, 3 words. They will tell you no more than 2 words. No more than 2 words mean either it's going to be 1 or 2 words, but not more than 2 words. Not more than 3 words means either it can be 1 word, 2 words, or 3 words, not more than that, right? So it is like fill in the blanks. And I have a task ready for you. I will show it to you in a minute. And the answers are not directly picked from the passage. It may be a paraphrase, it may be a sentence band, it may be a term, right? Okay. So that is sentence completion. Let me stop sharing the screen for a moment and let me show you what I have ready for you. So just give me one moment and let me show you. Okay. Just give me 1 minute. Okay. Information theory. Okay. Right. So we are here. So as you can see here, that there's a reading passage on the left. There is a reading passage on the left. Okay, and the questions are here. Am I in the right passage? No. The development of museum. Okay. No, I think this is the last passage that we did. Okay. Give me just 1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. Okay. I have to remove. Just give me 1 minute. There has been a mishap and I'm going to correct it in 1 minute. Okay, so yeah. So basically, give me one. Okay, sure. Okay, so sentence completion, right? Okay, so yeah, just give me a minute. Okay, yeah, we have it here. This is called striking back at lightning with lasers. Okay, so striking. I'm trying to find the right passage for you. There has been a mishap. And yes, we are here. I got it for you. Sorry about the. Okay, now I can share the screen with you. Stop screen. And okay, and Chrome tab. We have this. Yes, finally. Great. Now you can see the passage, right? Okay, now you can see the passage on the left-hand side. This is the passage. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 paragraphs. This passage is taken from your Cambridge IELTS book 8. Okay, it's the normal book that you find, and you can find it anywhere in any bookstore. So that's the passage. And on the right-hand side, I'm going to show you the question. There you go. Complete the sentences below. This is sentence completion. Okay, so read the instruction first. So the first tip is read the instructions. There you go. This is the first thing that you should do. Read the instruction here. Read the instructions here. See, it tells you no more than 2 words. No more than 2 words means either the answer is going to be 1 word or 2 words, but not more than that. Now, what happens if you write 3 words? If you write 3 words, it's going to be wrong. So that's the first, you read the instructions. That's the first tip that I'd like to give you. Instructions. The second tip that I have for you, let's keep this aside. Second tip is check the word limit. So we've already checked the word limit, right? The word limit is no more than 2 words, and it's written in red. It'll be written in bold letters in your exam paper. So we will check the word limit, okay? Right? So there you go. Then with the answers in boxes 4 to 6, so there are 3 questions. Question number 4, question number 5, question number 6 here. Okay, let me highlight it for you. Can you see my? Yes, you can see when I highlight it. So there you go. Start reading the question. Again, here we will use the scanning technique if you haven't forgotten. The 2 techniques that you need in reading: scanning. Scanning means you read the question, you take the keywords and try to find the answers. Whereas skimming means you read the passage first, you make notes, you write headlines and titles, and then try to find the answers. This is applicable for matching headings to paragraph. Or sometimes, students are not comfortable in reading the question first. They want to follow the traditional model. So if you want to read the question first, then read the passage, and then find the answers, you can. But it can be a time-consuming process. So here, let's read this question. EPRI receives financial support from. So pick up keywords. So my third tip for you will be choose keywords. Find keywords from the passage. That's my third tip. Let's go back. The first tip was instructions. Read the instructions, what you have to do. Check the word limit, whether you have to write 1 word or no more than 2 words, no more than 3 words. And then you check the keywords. read the question here. So here we've read the question, EPRI receives financial support from. And what are the keywords here? EPRI, of course, it's a keyword. So EPRI receives financial support. So these two are, are potential keywords, EPRI and financial support. So go to the passage here on the left-hand side and try reading from the first paragraph and see if you can find EPRI and, financial support from here. এখানে কোথাও থাকলে তুমি আনসারটা পেয়ে যাবে. Sometimes they will not write the same thing. They will use paraphrase. Try to find the answer. So this is the way you find the answers. You can also predict. The other tip that I like to give you is when you read the question in IELTS, it's good to predict. It's good to find assumption. Okay, EPRI probably maybe an institution that studies lightning and other geographical factors. They can receive financial support from private companies, from universities, from big organizations. So try to form some assumptions. What happens when you form assumptions, when you predict, what happens is that it opens up your brain. It shows you different possibilities. Okay, so when you read from here to here, the first paragraph, you can see the answer to okhane ache naki na. Okay, right? So find these keywords in the passage and you should be able to find answers. For example, I was trying to find the keywords I couldn't find in the first two paragraphs, but CEPRI stands for Electrical Power Research Institute. I've already found it here. Okay, so probably your answer may be here. Check. I don't know, I'm not sure, but I don't see any money related things. Ogula shob eikhane. So probably, it may be somewhere here. So yeah, check the keywords, okay, and check the keywords. But again, the next tip for you is not pick directly from the passage. So the answer is, the keywords that you've chosen, they may not be directly related to the passage. They may be a paraphrase. So try to understand the meaning. Okay, so financial support may be written in some other ways. Receiving funding from, let's say. Okay, so financial support. Now you can't change the name of an organization, but financial support can be funds, can be donation, can be funding. Okay. So think about that. When you look at the next question, same. The advantage of the technique being developed by deals is that it can be used dash. So again, look at the potential keywords. I feel advantage is a keyword. Technique can be a keyword. Deals is a keyword. Developed can also be a keyword. So let's take all these keywords and find answers in the passage. Okay, so you can do that here. Okay. So yeah, and see, I think I found the answer for number 4. See, with around $500,000 invested so far, a promising system. So probably this is the answer. Probably, we don't know. Probably, okay. So yeah, it was easy when you find the keyword. So again, for number 5, number 6, read the question and find the keyword. See, it is a bit confusing. I found EPR here, but they have not mentioned about financial funding here or here. Okay, so they were talking about costs. Funding could be seen from here. So when you're talking about financial support, you're talking about dollars or pounds and numbers. So I was looking for a figure, and I found this figure, $500,000. Okay, it's book 8, reading passage 1, test 3. Let me see, book 8, reading test 3. Let me see if I can find the answer. Test 3, reading passage 1. Reading passage 1. I'm just trying to find the answer. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, this is question. Okay. So yeah. That's the but the question is APR receives financial support from whom? From which company? That's the question. So it's not just number, from whom. So you have to look at that. Okay. So yeah, it may be a bit confusing. It may be a bit technical. So yeah, from which company? It's not talking about money. See, the advantage of the technique being developed by Dr. Ills that it can be used what? Understand the question. The main difficulty associated with using the laser equipment is related to its what's the difficult thing? Okay, related to this laser equipment. Probably it's a problem. Okay, so that's your that's sentence completion. You will have a sentence and you need to complete it. The read the instructions. Okay, read the word limit, pick up keywords, and try to understand what they're asking for, and you should be able to find the answer easily. Okay, so yeah, there you go. So that is sentence completion. If you have any questions, you can put it up here. Okay, this passage is book 8, page 65. Book 8, page 65, reading passage 1. Reading passage 1. If you have any questions, you can ask me right now. Okay. So, yeah. Now we will look at summary completion. Okay. So summary completion is basically, again, I can show you from here, there will be a summary. So see, this is a summary. Power companies have given deals enough money to develop his laser, obtaining money to improve. Sorry, not this. Where is the question? Sorry, this is the question. Sorry, yes. In this method, a laser. So there is a paragraph. Summary completion means there will be a summary. Okay, 4 lines, 5 lines, and there will be blanks in between. So in this method, a laser is used to create a line of ionization by removing electrons from, you need to choose the word, okay, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. This laser is directed at, again, you need to choose the word, in order to control electrical charges, a method which is less dangerous and using dash as a protection for the lasers, the beams are aimed firstly. Okay, so again, let's start with tips. The first tip will be the same thing. Read the instructions first. Please read these lines. Complete the summary using list of words. So, oh, there's a list given already here. Okay, sometimes this box is given, sometimes it's not given. When it's not given, you need to go to the passage and find. If it's given, you can make a guess, and then of course you need to relate to the passage, but it's not always that the box is given. So from the instruction we came to know that there's a box A to I. Okay, and in the box you will have more words than the blanks, so it's done intentionally to confuse you. So that's the first tip that I'd like to give you, right? Okay. Again, when you read the question here, keywords, can pick up keywords. Laser can be a keyword. Ionization can be a keyword. Electrons can be a keyword. Okay, so read it and find it from the passage. Sometimes when you have these words given, it becomes really easy to find the answers because you read the sentence, okay, and then you read the list of words and try to put them in the right places. If you know the meaning of these words, it becomes very easy to put it into the gaps. Because if it's wrong, you will understand that the word does not fit in well. Okay, so yeah, there we go. But in this case, it may be a bit difficult because it has a lot of scientific words, right? And you may not be from a science background, so it may be difficult for you. So you may have to read the passage again. So yeah, so summary completion, basically a summary will be given. A box list of words may be given, may not be given. They will not take a paragraph directly from the passage. It is paraphrased, but summary completion is generally easy. Okay, you should be able to do it, right? So this is your summary completion. Okay, um, and let me see if I have to tell you anything else. Okay, um, so yeah, so and try to understand that. Okay, from which paragraph this is taken. Can you find it out from which paragraph, or which specific areas of passage is it talking about? If you can find that, then it becomes dead easy, right? Because if you've read the passage properly, it should be very easy for you to find out this. আচ্ছা এটা কোথা থেকে নেওয়া হয়েছে, কি নিয়ে কথা বলছে. Okay, and then the easy way is if you understand the meaning of the word. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know the meaning of the word cloud zappers. I know what mirrors are. I know what atoms are. I don't know what storm clouds are. I know what ions are. So if you really know the meaning, then you can put it in the right blanks. Okay. But in this case, it contains a lot of jargons, a lot of scientific words. And you may have to read the passage. But if you can find out, okay, এই জিনিসটা কোথা থেকে নেওয়া হয়েছে বা কোথায় আছে এই ইনফরমেশন গুলা, তখন ইজি হয়ে যায়. Okay, right? So yeah, there we go. So that is summary completion. So here what happens is that you have to find one correct word for one answer. The trick is, see, they've given you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 words for only 4 blanks, and they do it intentionally just to confuse you. Okay, they will do it intentionally to confuse you. So you have 7 blanks, 4 blanks for 7 words. Okay. Sometimes 2 or more words may be same, like, I don't know, ions and atoms may be confusing sometimes. Okay, so be careful of two words who will be very close to each other. So in that case, I mean, barbar bobo question ta bhalo kore porbe, line ta bhalo kore porbe, what it actually means. Joto specific hote paro toto easy hobe tomar focus korte je atoms hobe naki ions hobe. So specific howa lagbe, তখন তোমার প্রত্যেকটা word individually দেখা লাগবে, প্রত্যেকটা meaning individually দেখা লাগবে. Right? Okay. So yeah, so this was summary completion. So if I have to just wrap up, so we did sentence completion. So in sentence completion, you will have a sentence and you have to complete it at the end. EPRI receives financial support from কত টাকা পায় ওটা আমরা বের করেছি, EPRI কোথায় আছে ওটাও বের করেছি, বাট কোন কোম্পানি থেকে ওটা বের করতে হবে, সো বের করো. Okay, so the tip for this is read the instructions, read the word limit. Okay, read the instructions, read the word limit, pick up keywords, EPRI, financial support. Okay, you have to find where did they find financial support from and find it here. Same with question 5 and question 6. Okay, right? Then summary completion is you will have a summary, and inside summary you will have fill in the blanks, right? Again, read the instruction first. Complete the summary using the list of words A to I. So you have to complete the summary by using these words that are here. Okay. Now, there'll be more words. We have 7 words for 4 blanks. In this case, when words are given, it's easy to find, because if you know the meaning, you can put it in the right place and you will see that it means something, and তখন passage পড়া লাগে না, you can easily do it. Because you only have 20 minutes per passage. That's the biggest challenge. That's the biggest problem. 20 minutes per passage is not so much, right? So sometimes you need to find nooks and corners to save time, to save energy. Again, যে passage পড়তে হবে দরকার নেই, যদি আমি because আমি একবার পড়েছি, so if I can write answers, why not? Okay, right? 2 or more meanings, like words like atoms and ions, may confuse you. In that case, I will recommend you to read the sentence individually, read the words, understand the meaning of each words individually. Okay, they have different impacts, and you should be able to do it. Let me also tell you one thing, that let's say you found this particular question difficult. Let's say এটা হচ্ছে না তোমার, এই number 7 টা হচ্ছে না. Don't spend unnecessary time there, because time is limited. You have 60 minutes to complete 3 passages. which means you have 20 minutes per passage, right? So in that case, what if I were you, what I would do is I would leave that and finish this. And then যদি না পেতে থাকি আমি এটাকে blank ছাড়বো না, I would put something, I would guess and put something instead of keeping it blank. Okay, so keep that in mind, but then don't just waste time and time and time, right? Because you have other questions to do. Because see, this is a passage, right, taken from book 8. You have so much to read, and then so many questions. You have MCQ, you have sentence completion, and then you also have a summary completion, and then objective type of questions. 13 questions, 4 different kinds of questions are in 13 questions have given you 4 kinds of different questions. Yes, no, not given, objective type, MCQ, summary, sentence. So you don't have time to just stick to one question. So if you're stuck, just go to the next question, finish that, and still, even if even at the end, if you're not successful in finding the answer, just guess and put something there. Don't leave it blank, because there are no negative marks of writing wrong answers. So you might as well just write something. Okay, so great. I hope you've done the homework that I've given. Share the grades with me in the group. Share the grades with me. And today's homework will be Book 8, Test 3. Write it down. Book 8, Test 3. Cambridge Book 8, Test 3, page number 65. The name of the passage is Striking Back at Lightning with Lasers. Striking Back at Lightning with Lasers. When I'm reading the title, it's also, when you're reading the passage, try to again assume and predict, okay, striking back at lightning with lasers. So probably, I don't know, you can assume probably it's technique to reduce the lightning effect on Earth, because they might have dangerous effect. They might have some kind of detrimental effect on people, on human beings, on other things, on, I don't know, on technology. So probably this passage is about finding technology to fight lightning or something like that. So try and assume, okay? Try and assume. Because, the passage গুলো সবসময় একটু weird হয়. দেখো how weird it is, striking back at lightning with lasers. I'm sure you have not read a passage like this in your free time. But the more you guess, the more you get acquainted with, the more interest it'll form within you. Okay, so in these kind of subjects, you need to have interest, right? So striking back at lightning with lasers. This is your homework, and let's do this. Okay, Book 8, page 65, Test 3, reading passage 1. Okay, finish this for your homework. If you have any questions, you can write on the comment section here. You can also message me, or we can also have a phone call chat. I hope you had a great class. You need to practice. Practice will solve the problem. And don't forget to use the techniques that I've shared with you. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next class.